Today we'll be working on making some healthy snacks. And to start today, we'll be making a jalapeno relish. And this will be used in some of the snacks that we're going to be making today. So I have jalapenos. These are organically grown. We grow them. When I say we, I mean my husband. Basically, they're very hardy right now, and we have a lot of them. So the question is, how many jalapenos can you eat in a week? So what I like to do is make a relish out of it. Actually, one of my good friends taught me this from making the relish herself, and it stores really nicely in the refrigerator for up to a year or so. So what I've basically done is to cut the peppers open, and if you have a pair of rubber gloves, it's a good idea to carve out all the seeds and the meat so that you don't get the hot on your fingers. But if you don't have rubber gloves, you can just use a paper towel, and that's what I did today, and I just carved out the middle. Now you can cut them into strips if you like, or you can really just put them into your Vitamix, just cut in half. So what I'll do is transition to the Vitamix, and generally when you don't have a lot of liquid, you do want to start with a little bit of liquid at the bottom so that your machine isn't just grinding into just the meat or the vegetables. And I put in about 1/4 cup, but you can always do a little bit more. So I'm basically just going to toss these jalapenos into the Vitamix. And again, being an Italian cook, I don't really measure. It's just what I have on hand, and however much this produces is what we're going to have. I'll put a little salt in now just for the mixing, but then we're going to heavily salt our container at the end. And you can use this, and we're going to be using it today in a hummus to create a little bit of heat, but you can really use it with anything. You can add it to your stir fries, you can use it as a base to your soups, you can add it to anything that needs a little bit of heat. So I'll go ahead and turn the Vitamix on. I'll come on first, up to 10 quickly, and then on high for a moment. Taken all of our jalapenos out of the Vitamix and sort of just packed them down in this small mason jar. And what we want to do to finish is to heavily salt it. And you can stir that in if you like. I put a good amount in, especially when we were off camera. And what I noticed when we made ours is that it was just a little too watery, so I added another dozen or so jalapenos. And this is another batch that I had made a while ago, and this one had even less water in it. So you can just play with that to the degree that you want. Made 2 different batches. I've got 2 different textures here. But basically it's just great for adding heat to anything that you like, and we'll be adding it to a hummus in just a couple minutes. Thank you.